Here is my review of the BaseGoal batting tee. You can see that I've already put all the components in a bag, and I will say that right off the bat, if you're looking for a really durable bag, this is not it, but that's okay. If I need to replace this bag later, not a big deal. As far as the components, you basically have the tripod stand, where you need to put the rubber top on top up there. You have obviously the rubber top that I'm going to put on in a second, and you have a couple of extra items that for instance, if I break this or if I need to replace this tightening screw, I can. So I'm going to put these aside because I don't need them right now. So first thing you got to do before you even set this up, what I've done is I'm going to put this rubber top right on top of the tee here. I'm going to just squeeze it on by slightly turning it, and eventually it'll go on, but I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll go to the next step. As you can see, that is now on there, and now I'm ready to spread the tripod legs and get this thing standing. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this, so I'm gonna do that, but that's pretty straightforward. Just spread the legs out. So there you have it. That's it, standing nice and tall, ready to go. Now, a couple things you need to know. This here is your tightening screw that if you loosen it, it lets you more easily flatten these legs, so these go flatten or closer to the ground, or of course tighten them so this thing goes up taller. That's what this does. So I keep this tight once I like my height for the initial first rod, this rod up to this knob here. That's what is going to lower and heighten this rod by bringing up the legs or bringing them down. The second knob you have here is this knob here, and it's pretty simple. As you tighten it or loosen it, it's going to let you raise the top part of this rod up and down this way up to your desired height, and once it's there, you simply tighten it. So I'm going to play with that a little bit. Now, one thing if you want to see this here, this is about the lowest. Here, I'm going to back up. This is about the lowest that it'll go. Let me back up here so you can see my shadow. But that's about the lowest it's going to go. It's actually coming up just barely above my knee. So it's kind of a little bit too high as far as like not going as low as I want it to go. But honestly, it's good for the price. It's actually what I want. I wish it can go a little bit lower, but again, it's coming up. I'm 6'1", and it's coming up just barely above my knee. So, but that's what this is good for, and I hope this helped. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a maiden voyage for my tee. This is my first time using it. I'm just going to go ahead and keep it at this height, and let me go ahead and hit 3 balls just so you can kind of see how good it is. All right. So I'm going to set my stance up. Simple swing. Didn't even fall over here. I'm going to actually purposely tip it over. I'm going to hit the rubber, so it kind of does go flying. But as with any tee, if you hit the rubber, so it's not that bad. Let me go ahead and hit 2 more balls here. There's my second one, lining up, and my swing, and 1 more, lining up, and my swing. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Just hit your ball.